are you there? I have something to tell you. I'm gonna be coming back to Mom and Dad's from tomorrow to have my kid.
Wait, Lara? Is that you? It's been like 5 years since we last talked. And wait, you're coming home? To have your kid? You're pregnant?
That's right. I am and I am. You must be quite shocked. But yeah, I'm already 4 months along.
If this is really something, I mean, I don't think I've heard a single word from you ever since you ran away to New York to live with your boyfriend. I didn't even know that the two of you had gotten married.
No, we actually haven't gotten married yet. But we've talked about it, and we're going to do it once my boyfriend slows down and we have the time to. Oh, right. By the way, this boyfriend is totally different.
Wait, wow, that is a lot. I mean, so much has happened to you in the last 5 years. But if you're going to come home to have your kid, you should have said something earlier. We haven't made preparations for you to come here, and you don't even have a room here anymore.
Wait, what? I don't? But why not? What happened to my room? But you all just really think that I would never come home? How could you just get rid of my room without even telling me?
Well, you had been away for 5 full years. And you know how Mom and Dad can be kind of pack rats, right? Well, basically, we just ran out of space and needed to use your room to store all their stuff.
Are you serious? My room is just the junk room now? Oh, you better start to clean it up right now because I'll be taking my room back when I get there.
I really just want to tell you to do it yourself, but I guess you're pregnant, so I can't really make you do all of that lifting.
Oh, big sis, how is the cleaning going? Are you done yet? Is my room ready?
Of course it isn't ready. There is a ton of stuff that I still need to find a place for.
I thought I told you to have that room ready for me before I got there. I want to rest in my own room, and you are preventing me from doing that.
Well, that is why I wish that you would have warned me that you were coming home earlier. I understand that you want to come home to have your kid, but you should have told me earlier because there is a ton of cleaning up that I need to do. There is no way that I could have cleaned up this room by the time you messaged me yesterday.
Well, I am getting sick of waiting in the living room for you to be done.
You know, I am getting just a little bit sick of your attitude. I have been busting my buns to get this room ready for you. Mom and Dad didn't even offer to help, so I've been doing all of this myself. Don't you realize that?
Well, this is all your fault for putting stuff into my room in the first place. You shouldn't have done that.
But I only did it because Mom and Dad asked me to because they never throw anything away.
All right, I'm getting sick of your excuses, and the stress you're causing me can't be good for the baby. Just shut up and get back to work.
I would if you would just stop texting me already. It is hard to get any work done when you keep texting me to ask if I'm done or not. Now, if you will excuse me.
May, are you there? I just noticed that the living room hasn't been cleaned at all. Have you been slacking off?
Excuse me? What do you mean?
I mean that the living room is dirty and I want you to clean it. Make sure to vacuum my room while you're at it. I mean, if you don't clean the house frequently, it's only going to get messier.
Lara, I understand that you're pregnant, but that doesn't mean that you can't do anything at all.
What do you mean? What would you have me do?
Have you ever seen your room? It is strewn with your clothes all over the place. You have plates and glasses all over your desk, and you have trash all over your floor. I don't care if you're pregnant, you can do better than this.
Excuse me? Just who do you think you are? You know, this is why you're single and no one loves you.
Are you kidding me right now? Do you think that's even remotely appropriate to say?
You haven't even ever been pregnant. I'm just thinking of this little child growing up inside me. If I get up and move around, then it'll jostle the fetus and bacteria could get in. Who knows what kind of damage that could cause?
You're right. I'll give it to you that I don't know what it's like to be pregnant.
That's right. So you don't know what you're talking about in the slightest. And if you don't know what you're talking about, then I don't want to hear anything from you. Clearly, you know nothing about how bacteria could get into the womb and affect the baby. and someone like you is probably covered in harmful germs.
I don't know why you have to say things like that. I think I keep myself quite clean, thank you very much.
Actually, you know what? I want you to leave.
Leave? What do you mean by that?
I mean that I can't have someone filthy like you hanging around the house anymore. It's not good for the baby. You need to move out right away, or who knows what might happen to my poor child.
I really don't think that's how it works. You are taking all of this way too far right now.
Well, it's not like you contribute anything to the house anyways. I know that you don't even work, right?
Excuse me? Just what makes you say that, huh?
Well, I've been here the past 2 days, and I've noticed that you only ever go out to do the shopping or to take out the trash. You never seem to leave for any kind of job, and besides cleaning the house, you just hole yourself up in your room all day. You're not someone who carries disease, you're the disease itself. Or should I say, parasite to be precise? Someone needs to sanitize the house of you. You're just gonna cause trouble for this kid even after it's born. You'll teach it all kinds of bad habits. You need to just get out of this house and find a job already. So just get!
And what is going to happen to the house then? Who do you think is going to take care of the cleaning if you won't?
What are you talking about? Mom and Dad are still here. I'll just make them do it, of course.
And you really think that they're going to go for that just because you say so?
Of course they are. Besides, I would much rather live with Mom, who actually knows about childbirth, than with the walking tapeworm that is you.
All right, then. You're really sure that you want me to move out, then?
Of course I'm sure. Just get out of here already. Jeez. You know, Dad was talking to me not that long ago and was saying how great he thought it would be if one day I can live together with his father's child. Well, if you leave the house, then we can take your room for the both of us. So thanks for helping me out there.
Okay, then. If this is what you really, really want, I guess I have no choice. I'll pack up my things and try to be out of your hair by tomorrow.
Do you mean it? Oh, this is going to be perfect. I'm so happy. Thanks for not putting up a fight. May, are you there? You said that you were going to be moving out of the house by today. Are you gone yet? Make sure that you take everything with you when you go. I don't want your germ-covered belongings in the house where it might make my kids sick. Got it?
Don't worry, I made sure not to leave a single thing in there. I'm actually just about to head out of the house right now.
Are you serious? You're really about to leave? Yay! The tapeworm is being passed out of the house. This is great!
The feeling is mutual.
Excuse me? You're happy? Why? Why would you be happy about this?
Ara, you finally given me a chance to get out of that house. I'm finally free. Good luck not letting the house fall apart without me.
What are you talking about? What's that supposed to mean? Hey May, I just wanted to let you know that I talked to Mom and Dad and they said it was fine if my boyfriend moved in with us from next month. We're going to be moving into your old room, so you can go ahead and not bother coming back since you won't even have a place to come back to.
Oh, well that's just fine with me. I feel like I can finally go out and start my own life. Feels like a real fresh start for me. I way prefer being on my own than living at home. I just moved into my new place and I still haven't finished unpacking. My stuff is kind of everywhere, but no one is here to tell me how to use my space. This is like a totally new sensation.
Hold on, this isn't right. You shouldn't be happy about this. You should be upset. You're basically thrown out of the house.
Oh, you have no idea just how long I was waiting for a chance to get out of the house.
But why? What's wrong with being there? What didn't you tell me?
Oh, don't worry. You'll find out all on your own soon enough. But if you really want to hear my opinion, I think you're way better off going back to your boyfriend's house than living with Mom and Dad again.
Seriously? What are you talking about? Explain yourself. You need to tell me what's going on. May, you need to get back here and do something about this. I'm serious.
What is it now? What do you want?
The house is filthy. It's an absolute pigsty.
What are you talking about? What is going on at the house?
Well, ever since you left, I haven't seen Mom do any of the cleaning around here at all. And Dad just sits around not doing anything either. My boyfriend has already moved in with us. But when I opened the door to greet him, he said the whole house stank like rotten garbage, turned around, and went back to live at his old place.
Don't tell me that the trash hasn't been taken out for the whole month that I've been gone.
Well, yeah, like I said, neither Mom or Dad have gotten off their lazy butts to do it for me.
So basically, you're telling me that all 3 of the grown adults living in that house are refusing to do even the most basic of chores or housekeeping?
What are you talking about? Don't you try to put this on me. I'm pregnant, remember? None of this is my fault.
Right. Well, what have you all been doing for food? Is anyone even cleaning or vacuuming or doing the dishes or washing the clothes?
Well, about all those.
So since the day that I left the house, not a single thing to keep the place in order that you're all living in has been done at all? The house is just a complete sty?
I guess that sounds right. It was probably not long after you'd left that I noticed dishes started to pile up and garbage gathering in the corner.
I'm actually curious. In the past 5 years since you left the house, have you ever lived in a place that was as filthy as that?
Actually, now that you mention it, no. I think this is the dirtiest place I've ever seen.
So, you finally realized the sad truth about living with Mom and Dad. Basically, someone who isn't them has to do all of the cleaning or else it turns into that. Maybe you remember our grandma who eventually was put into a retirement home? That happened not long after you left. But she was basically the one keeping Mom and Dad in line about keeping the house clean.
Wait a second. I think I get it.
No, I work full-time, and I did while living at home too. I just have a teleworking job.
Are you serious? You work from home? I had no idea.
Anyways, just wait. It gets worse.
What do you mean? What is that supposed to mean? Is that some kind of threat or something? May, are you there? What's going on? What is this? Answer me right now. I want answers. I thought that my boyfriend would be coming back to pick me up, but his parents are here and talking about me moving in with them.
Yeah, I figured that something like this might have happened.
What are you talking about? Why is this happening?
Well, I never mentioned this to you before, but I actually know who your boyfriend is. We've met before.
Wait, you do? Really? I didn't know about that.
Well, it's true. He's actually a client of mine, and we just started working together. After we talked some business, we were just making small talk, and he started to talk about you. When I asked about the name of the girl he was talking about, I realized that he was, in fact, talking about you.
Are you serious? This is the first time that I'm hearing about any of this. Why did he wait until now to tell me?
Well, yesterday I reached out to him and told him that you were living in really unsanitary conditions. We talked about how you living in a place like that couldn't be good for your pregnancy, and that he should probably do something. He said that it seemed like the only option was for you to move in with his family.
And just why wasn't I consulted for any of this, huh? Doesn't my opinion matter when it comes to this stuff? If I'm moving out, then I want to move in with you.
Yeah, that isn't going to happen. There is no way I'm going to let you live with me. You can keep dreaming, though.
But why not? I want to move in with you. Why won't you let me? I mean, we're family, and I'm pregnant. You have to help me.
Well, that's because I'm actually living with my fiancé at the moment.
Wait, what did you just say? You have a fiancé?
Yep, That is what I said. Anyways, it sounds to me like you need to talk with his family about what is going to happen next for you.
But my boyfriend's mom really scares me. She's really, really intense and strict.
Well, then she sounds like the perfect match for someone as selfish as you.
How could you say that? We're sisters. Why are you treating me like this?
Right. Well, anyways, I've got to go and meet up with my fiancé. We have a lot of big talks to have for our future. So, have a nice life.
That isn't fair. Why do you always get to have the good life? What did I do to deserve this? Please, you have to do something.
After that, Laura's move into her soon-to-be parent-in-law's house was decided. It wasn't long after that she was officially married to the father of her child. I was hoping that living with such a strict mother-in-law would have helped Laura learn how to take responsibility for herself. That was 2 years ago, though. The last time I heard from Laura, she told me that she had been kicked out of her husband's house. When I asked her why, she told me it was because she cheated on her husband. She had to leave the kid with him and was left with nothing. I had just about enough out of her and blocked her. Laura had no other choice but to move back in with my parents in their filthy house, where she has to wade her way in and out of a sea of trash. She has also had to find work in order to pay off all of her debts, but is known around the workplace for her smell more than anything.